Hey YouTube, what's up? Blue Witch here. So, tonight is divination night, and I have a few things I need to do, but this I felt like was really important to do. So it kind of got bumped up ahead of everything else because it has to do with kids, and you know how I'm about that. So, what is that freaking light? Is it this? Oh, it is this. Ooh, that's annoying. Hang on. Let me see if I can fix it. Can I make it not so bright, and then maybe it won't be so bad, right? Let's hope. Okay, so right off the get, this is a candle reading for some kids. There's some generational curses going on in the family, and we just want to make sure that it didn't go down to the kids. And so I have their pictures, their names, and date of births. I've already done my meditation, and I've gone, it's what okay, let me turn this down so I could explain to you guys what I do. Excuse me. So is what I do is I have my magic mirror, and whenever I do divination work, first I go before the mirror, and I have like this furry rug thing that I sit on, and I sit there and I meditate and I open up all my chakras and everything, and then I have their pictures and all this in front of me, in front of the mirror. And then I hold their picture up and I yell out their name. And then I call forth their ancestors. Or not their ancestors, but you know, their spirit guides. I call forth the spirit guide of, and then I say their name. And then I hold their picture to the mirror. And then I do to the next one, I call forth the spirit guide, and then I say of the next person. You know, that's kind of how I do it. And so I welcome them in, and I tell them what I want, what I'm wanting, because they want to know, what do you want? You know, why are you calling me? And so I tell them, you know, I'm doing a reading for this person. I need to know if they're cursed, if they have a generational curse on them, any type of hex or anything that was placed on them in this lifetime or the last. Because sometimes we can bring stuff over. That's why it's good to always get those past life readings, because it really can help you understand why you're going through a lot of shit that you go through in this lifetime. A lot of times we carry it over, and you're like, oh, that's why I have that, or that's why this is happening, and that's why that's happening. It kind of helps a little. And not always, not for everyone. Some people, it doesn't make a shit, but anyway, so these kids, oh my gosh, they're freaking beautiful children. And anyways, really good looking family here, cutie pies. So I have already carved their names and date of births on their candles. I gave them each their own candle because I kind of wanted to do it a little. I know Mom wants them done all together kind of thing, but I want them to have separate. So I'm going to do one for each of them, and then I'm going to do one family one, like just one for the whole family kind of thing, and see how that works out just as a little extra thing. But yeah, so I didn't want to put their pictures out because they're kids, especially for you guys to see. So before I put their pictures on there, I've already carved their names on their candles, so I know which one is which and all that. But I want to go ahead and put the oils that I use. This oil I use is what Hecate had me make for when I do this type of work, for my divination work. This oil is specifically made just for divination work. It opens you up, and that's what it's for. Well, she wanted me to make it just for me, but I use it for all my divination work now. She gave me this recipe for this. She gave me this oil probably, I don't know, has it been like a year already? A year or so ago, maybe 2 years ago. I can't remember. But anyways, it's very effective. It works really good. It opens my chakras right up. So, anyways, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and put the youngest, his candle's going here. And then this is the oldest. And the boys have red candles, and the girl has a pink candle because she's a girl. So, I figured that was appropriate. Did you hear that? So, I'm really excited about doing this for these guys. I hope that everything goes good and they get a good reading and there's nothing on them. That's what I'm hoping for. But I can't do that. I have to let your spirit guides do the reading, not me. And then Mom wanted me to do a card reading for her tonight too, and I was going to do it. While these were burning, I was going to do that, but she never sent me a picture. I know I used to have one from last month or so when I did this kind of work for you, but I don't keep that. I burn it. I don't have it, so yeah. So I need you to send me your picture and your date of birth and your birth name and then you were born with. Whenever we're born, there's kind of a cosmic splash. Oh. There was a little spark right when I did that. Anyway, so now little girl, young girl, I can't say your name. The girl is going in the middle of her brothers, as I'm sure she always is. Hopefully that one sticks. Let's wait and see for a minute. Whatever. I know what's in there. Wait a second. It's gonna make me crazy. So, Hecate is amazing. I love her so much. A hedge of protection around these children. And we're doing this reading. There be no interferences. No one can hinder this reading. I command it be sealed in the circle of salt. Only the truth be told. Only the truth be told. Sorry guys, I just saw something walk right there. I don't know what it was. I saw it out the side of my eye. Only the truth be told, this circle is sealed. Only the truth be told. Are these children cursed? Is there a generational family curse on these kids? That is the question. They are protected and sealed in this circle. These herbs will open the reading. These are divinational herbs. They are used to give the spirit, for the spirit world to kind of open up and free their energies and give them the ability to do this reading. And then after I light the cameras, I will place the pictures before each candle. And then I will not do that part on camera because they're kids. Well, even if it was adults, I still wouldn't let you guys see their pictures. It doesn't matter just because it's confidential. But, and then this will sit at the working altar, and I don't know, I might just keep it right here and watch it. Oh, I wanted to use, hang on a second, I forgot. I wanted to use a full candle, and I'm just going to write the family name on here, the whole family name. It sounds like you guys have some shit going on in your family. Okay, that's the one that the name that starts with an H, and now I'm writing the other one on here as well. Okay, so I have the H on this side and the M on this side. And so I'm going to kind of like determine how these go, and then which side gets what. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's going to kind of be a little bit of an indicator for me. But I'm not putting the names on front to back. They're going to go from left to right. Okay? Okay, everybody looks nice and straight. And then I'm going to go ahead and light these. And I don't know, I think I'm going to put Hecate right here. Well, she's already right here, but I'm going to like, I'm going to turn her around. I kind of want her to, her energies to come through this one. Just because there's kids involved, kind of funny about that, and I want to make sure that they're all going to be, you know, that it's an accurate reading. And I could feel that she's already here because I just got chills through my leg and my arms. And she's ready. Alrighty. Let's see for you. That's younger brothers. This is oldest brothers. And then this is sisters. Hers is big because her picture wouldn't let me like shrink it down a little bit. So I had to print up a big old thing of her. But it's alright. I cut her out and so it's just perfect now. And it's beautiful. And we shall see what happens. Alright, you guys. And you guys need to take salt baths. You can use like coconut Epsom salt is good. And if it ends up being like a bad thing, I want you to get hyssop and rue. And watch my video on how I take my personal cleansing baths. And you get hyssop, rue, and salt. You can use bath salts, it's fine. Salt is salt. And then you boil it in a big, get a big pot of water and boil the hyssop and rue and drain it. Drain the hyssop and rue out of the water, like make a tea almost, you know? And then you pour it in the bath. And I would, if this is a family thing where you guys are all like cursed, then I want you guys to all take these baths for a while, like take them. Personally, I would do it like once a week until it's completely gone. Don't, like, you could do it once, but if you start feeling icky or you could feel the heaviness getting on you, like if you have like I can feel it, but I'm kind of trained to know it because I'm a witch, and so it happens to me all the time. Like, if someone puts a curse on me, to me, it's like no big deal. Go take a bath and wash it off. You know what I mean? But I have all kinds of protection on me. And not to mention my deities. Like, sometimes they'll get shit off me before I even know it happens. And if something gets on me, Hecate will tell me, you need to go take one of your baths and get that shit off you. A lot of times when you do divination work, spiritual work like this, I'm pulling in all these spirit guides, and a lot of times they'll like my energy, and so they'll kind of attach themselves to me, and then I get all these attachments on me. And when that happens, I could feel it. It kind of feels like, to me, for me, it kind of feels like a hook in my back. Like I could feel like attachments, like, you know. And then I have to take one of my cleansing baths and get it all off of me. And sometimes they get mad. They throw things at me in the bathroom. when I'm getting ready to get in the water. I mean, things happen. It's weird. I'm sure you guys would be like, but it's just the way it is for me. But that doesn't mean it has to be that way for you, okay? Um, but yeah, so if you guys have curses on you, I'm trying to think of where you could get it. The herbs that you need. Google it. Try to find it. Like, you can get it on Amazon. You can get it on eBay. It's called hyssop and rue. Um, just get them. I would highly recommend that you guys get them. And you can throw some bubble bath in there with it for the kids if they feel funny about getting there because it looks funny and it smells kind of funky. So just throw some bubble bath in there with it, and they'll never know the difference. It doesn't. It's fine. And sometimes I have a friend who has a kid who picks up a lot of spirits because he's psychic. He has psychic abilities, and they're always attaching themselves to him. And so I told her, he needs to be taking that bath, and so every time she gets her grandson who has these abilities, she has him take that bath, and he feels so much better. So every weekend when he comes over to Grandma's house, she gives him that. He wants to take it. He's like, Grandma, I need to take the bath. And he doesn't know there's stuff in it. He just knows that he feels so much better when he's done. And I think he's like 7 or 8 or something. But so yeah, they'll notice. You can feel the difference when it gets off of you. One time, I think like last week, I was feeling so shitty, and my boyfriend said, you need to take a cleansing bath, because I was just feeling icky, and I was cranky and irritable and not myself at all. And he was just like, yeah, you need to go do that, please. And so I did, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I feel so much better. Like, you just don't even realize until after you do it. So if you think you're cursed, even if you haven't had a reading done, take these baths. They will you could have abilities that you don't know about, and things could be attaching themselves to you. And that will also cause problems in your life. It'll affect the way you feel. It'll affect the way you think. It can affect your sleep, everything. So, take these baths. They're very effective, I promise. And they're good for kids. Kids go places, they go to school, and they pick stuff up at school. They pick up jealousy, they pick up, girls giving them the evil eye or whatever. And that doesn't, that's normal daily life stuff. But if you have an ability, if you're some kind of a sensitive or something and you don't even know it, it's going to stick. That negativity will stick to you. So, and then through the years, it builds up and blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, I would say, and if you're cursed and you take the bath and the witch finds out that you took a bath and removed her freaking curse that she worked so hard on and put so much energy in, and she feels that energy coming back to her, or feels that you broke it off of you somehow, she can put it right back on you. Just saying. Even if you take it off of you, she could put it back on you. She has to wait a whole moon cycle. She could put it back on you. And the reason I say you have to wait a full moon cycle before you can I shouldn't say that for every witch. That's just for me. Hecate likes me to wait a full moon cycle. If somebody has work done, if somebody has something done where they put a spell on somebody and then they wait a week and they're like, you know what, I really like the way you do magic. I want you to cast this spell for me. I already had it done by someone else last week, but I just found you, and now I want you to do it because I like your style, blah, blah, blah. Thank you. I'm happy that you like me. I'm happy that you want me to do it for you, but I can't do it until that spell has done a full moon cycle. Because if I do the same spell that another witch is already performing and putting her energy into, I will be connecting to her energy and she will be connected to mine. And I don't like people connecting, other witches connecting to my energy. It kind of pisses me off, to be honest. I feel it, and I don't like it. It's kind of like somebody invading my personal space, like getting in my bubble. You know, I don't like that shit. It's like, no. And they can drain me, and I can drain them. I could steal their powers from them if I wanted to. Like, we're witches, and so we have, you know, the ability to do certain things to certain people. And they have the ability to do shit to us if we don't have protection in place. So it's kind of a different kind of it's just different for us. And so when someone says, I had work done, you know, 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago or whatever, then I'm like, sorry, I can't help you. Call me after a full moon cycle and then we'll talk, you know, because I won't do it. Nope. I've done it before, and occasionally, very seldom, Hecate will tell me she wants me to help a certain witch with a certain spell. Very seldom. I think she's only done it maybe like 3 times that I can recall. Very seldom. But if she tells me to do it, then obviously I'll do it. But if she doesn't tell me to do it, then I'm not doing it. Because the last time, well, one time I did it, and I had that person try to steal my energy. And it made me kind of sick. Actually, for a few days I was sick from it. And I could barely get out of bed and everything. And I was like, what is going on? And Hecate's like, you need to do this, this, and this. And she freaking got mad, and she took that person's abilities, and to this day they don't have their abilities. She erased them. They can't do witchcraft, they can't meditate, they can't do divination work, nothing. They've been erased. They're just like mortals now. And I didn't do that to them. She did it. She was like, oh, you know, Mama Bear came out and she fucking handled her business. And she was like, you're not touching my girl. But I didn't know what was happening. And so she had to step in and do it. And then she showed me and told me and showed me I had to put up protection sigils and stuff like that. Anyways, it's a whole thing. I can't do it. I won't do it. If you've had someone else do working, I appreciate you being honest with me and telling me that, and I'm glad to help you later after a month. You know, wait a month, and then we'll work on it. Okay? I know it's a whole thing. I'm sorry I went on a little rant about it, but anyway, so I've been learning on my day off yesterday. I think I sat in the chair like this in the living room. Just sat there like, okay, what am I supposed to do? Anyway, so I got up and I started doing some research on some new spells that I have coming up, and I'm so excited about it. And the dog that came to my house he was like some random dog, and they took him to the pound. He's like in doggy jail, but I'm sure the owners came and got him or whatever. He was licensed, and so he belonged to someone. But the frog, I'm still waiting for the frog. Hecate has to send it to me. It has to show up like in my path. She has sent me frogs in my past. Like last year she sent me one. The year before that she sent me one. The year before that she sent me one. She always sends me, every year she sends me a frog. I never knew what for, but now I do, and I'm excited about it. But I haven't got this year's frog yet, so. But when I do, yes, I'm going to kill it. So if you don't like that kind of thing, don't watch it. But I'm super excited about it. And in Egypt, Hecate has a frog. They gave her like a frog head on her statue from back in the Egyptian days, because she's the goddess of fertility, and because of their little eggs and stuff, she's the goddess of fertility. She's a badass. So she's all kinds of things. She's everything. To me, she's everything. And so, I got a new Hecate statue that's coming, and it will be used for curses. And then this statue I will use as her motherly love, maiden and mother aspect will be this one. And then the one I have coming in will be like her crone aspect. And so like when I do curses, I'll use that one because it's all fiery and badass, so. Anyways, I'm still waiting for these candles to drip. They're not dripping, which is a good thing, but you have to wait for them to get like, when they burn like halfway down, that's usually when I look and see like what's happening. So far, there's no drips. So we'll just wait. Well, the family one's starting to drip, but not in a good way. God dang it. But I haven't done the other curse removal one that you wanted me to do. I'm not going to say anything else, any names on that, because I don't know, like, where you're at with that. But I haven't done that one yet. I wanted to talk to you about it first before I do it, because of the other one we did, the other thing that we did together. I want to kind of wait a couple days on that one just to make sure that one's completely finished. Yeah. But anyways, all right, I'm gonna get off of here, you guys, because I could talk forever and never stop talking, and you guys would get sick of it and never want to watch me again, and then I would be sad. Just kidding. But anyways, so. Alright. Well, we're just going to hang out here. I'm just going to sit here and stare at candles. I'm trying to think if there was anything else I wanted to talk to you guys about. I ordered a new book today. Called, what is it called? The Queen of Hell by Mark Smith, I believe. And I watched his interview, and he worships Hecate, or Hecate. Some people like to say Hecate, and I say Hecate because I'm American, and Americans say Hecate. Even though I like Hecate, also I like saying it that way, and yeah. Anyways, so I ordered that book. I'm super excited about it. And he just emailed me just now, so I thought of it because he emailed me and said that he's sending it out to me this week. So I'll have that soon. And I'm not sure of all the goodies that are in there, but she basically wrote it, and so through him. And I know how that can be. And so having her, she's very, has no problem telling you what she wants and how she wants it and what to do and what not to do when it comes to magic and stuff. And so I know when he said, well, I didn't really write the book, really she did, I know what he means by that because she does this to me all the time. So it's okay. It's awesome. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing when she takes over and does everything, like does all the spells. Like she just like, you channel her and she's like, oh, get this and that and da da da, and put this over here, and okay, I will do it. Alright, you guys, I'm gonna get off of here and I will send you pictures of your beautiful reading, and you guys can watch your video. It'll probably take a few hours to download because I've been chit-chatting this whole time. And I will see you soon. Okay? Peace out.